Hi there everybody, welcome to another video here at DaringBeefcake. Today I have this Honda CR-V 2012. I think the same goes for the 2013 and other models, but I'm gonna be removing this center brake light here. So you have the two brake lights on the sides, one there and one there, but this one is not working, so I'm gonna remove it in order to replace it. I've got a replacement lamp, but I'm not sure it's the correct one. So anyway, I'm just going to take the opportunity to show you how to remove it, and the refitting process would be just the reversal of removal. And for that we need to get to actually get to the remove these, we need to do it from inside. So I'm just going to open the hatch now. Okay, with the hatch open, what we need to do is we need to remove this panel here, this beige color panel, in order to access some bolts behind here. So I've already opened this side here just to show you that this part is just plugged into the metal here, onto the frame of the hatch. It's got these green buttons that plug into those holes. So you really want to grab some plastic prying tools in order to do that. So I'm gonna do the same on this side and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so I have my plastic prying tools here, and basically I just want to go in from the side and try to unplug them, and maybe come into this bit here, open the panel a little bit. Okay, once you manage to open that, so now we have this section loose. You should really be able to pull this panel out. It's only plugged in with those green sort of button type of clips. So all that is out. Now we can get some access to the actual back of the brake light here, and in there is a bolt, and there's another bolt in there, and I think those are 8mm bolts. So I have an 8mm socket, and actually we'll see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, then yes, it does fit. So we can just loosen those. Okay. Now we can remove those two. I guess if you dropped it in here, it would be a bit difficult to catch it, so be careful when you take it out, unless you have a magnet that you can use to get it, obviously, to retrieve the little nut. Right, now that is loose, well, now that those two are out, we want to see, I think there's a couple of clips that we need to so in there, is that like it's like a little clip that holds the unit in place, and I think there's another one there. So we want to push those tabs down in order to release the light. Okay, looking at that little clip in there, so what we want to do is you want to push it in like that, and at the same time we want to push this light slightly out because it's likely to be a little bit stuck. So we want to do the same for the other side, and I may have to do it from this side here. Ultimately, that light might actually be a little bit sort of a bit glued into the frame. I don't think it's actually glued, but it might be. With time they tend to get stuck. So I can only see those two clips that could be holding this light in place. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Just trying to push the clips and at the same time push the light out, which should come out, hopefully. But the reason I say is because if you look at the new one, these are the clips that we're pushing, and obviously it's kind of clipped on down here as well. So I might need my two hands to manipulate this, and if there are any exceptional tips to give you, then I will, but otherwise I'm just going to try and push the light out from this end while pushing those two clips. If there's anything else in there or any other bolts or nuts that I'm missing, then I'll put it on the video. Okay, there was nothing exceptional as such. In the end, what I did, if you really want to know the tip here, what I did is I got this tool to sit under the clip, and I sort of pushed it up, and same on the other side. So basically, if you're looking at the light from here, so you push that a little bit and push it out, same on this one, and then get your tool from underneath here and lift it up like that, and it will come out like that. Okay, so it kind of swings towards this way, and then it comes out. I think it's like one of those things, once you know how it comes out, it's not really difficult. So then we have to remove the electrical connection here. Just press that there and it shall come out. But it can get a little bit stuck on this rubber here. You see that rubber? So that's why you want to sort of make it a little bit loose. When you push those clips, you will hear it sort of becoming unstuck from there, and then just push on those tabs and it will swing out. Now we can get our new light on here, and you may master the ability to do these things with one hand. Now that is it's a bit difficult to push actually, but this light is a cheap light. It's not a genuine one, because the genuine one is quite expensive. So if you want to get a genuine one, then go ahead. I'll give you the part number if it's somewhere here, although you can just get it from Honda. But otherwise, no, I can't really find a part number on it. but this particular one was fairly reasonable price. However, the fitting sometimes obviously can be a bit dodgy, so I'm gonna try to push that in properly with my 2 hands. And before I forget, if you buy one of those, something like that, it might not come with this, so you're gonna need to remove this from the original in order to secure the new lamp. Now it will be stuck. This one was stuck in there. You can see it's a bit corroded, and so what I did is just I hold that like this, and with my screwdriver basically I just had to get it out with my screwdriver. What I did is just hit it like that there. So I can't quite do it now because, or maybe you can hit it like this as well, but it just needs to get unstuck from there basically. But obviously try not to damage the thread. But there you are. So obviously with 2 hands you'll have a lot more control, but that's what I needed to do. And we'll fit this on the new light. Okay, so little bolts go in there. Already got the other one in. Now I'm ready to fit that back in there, but just wanted to take the opportunity to give this a little clean, because obviously they stay there for such a long time that it becomes very dirty. Doesn't have to be perfect, or you can do it as good as you like, obviously, if it's your car. Right, and we can go ahead and fit that in there. So this might be a little bit hard to fit because it's quite new, and obviously we have this rubber here is quite thick, so ultimately we may need to put our little bolts and then tighten it that way. Okay, so very carefully you want to put your 8mm bolts onto the stud that's coming out. Obviously you have to do it carefully, because if you push on it, the light starts going up. So have to do it slowly, and once it catches, it will catch. Right, so I've already done this other side. And so we can tighten those up. And that should bring the light in. Don't think you can really tighten this much, so just be careful when tightening, because they're only held by the plastic on the unit. Right, that's in. So let's have a look from outside. Certainly hope that it is working. Okay, that is fitting okay, but it does, I need to push it in a little bit more from what I can see. But what I want to know is if it's working. Right, I'm just gonna check if it's working or not. so that wasn't working, but it's because I didn't plug the light in properly. Now it's working. However, I decided not to fit these because there is a massive gap in between the frame here and the light, and it just doesn't look nice. Okay, so I'm temporarily fitting this one back because, as I mentioned, the other one is sitting up, and the problem with that, there's a massive gap here, is that it's also not lining up this hole here for the jet for washing the back screen. As a result, I really don't want to fit it. It's not really a good fit. It's badly made, to be honest. So if anything, I wouldn't really recommend buying one of those from eBay. Sometimes parts like this are okay, they actually fit okay, but in this case scenario it's not fitting okay, and it's just too big. So anyway, as far as removing it and putting a new one, that's how you can do it. But having said that, I'm just going to fit that cover back now, and that's it until I get another. The problem with that light, because that light is something like £180 from Honda, so it's really expensive. Obviously this would have been a great alternative for £30, but it's not. It just doesn't fit properly, so I may have to look for a second-hand one or something like that. So having said that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you for watching.